geoholic.
All right, welcome back, Geoholics, episode 260.
260.
Indeed, 260. Thank you for being here with us.
I also can't take this anymore.
Which part?
Go ahead.
Oh, Jesus.
Let's quote the song.
Yes, I mean, this is amazing. We got another great episode lined up for us this evening.
In a couple weeks, right?
So excited to find out more about this company and all the exciting, cool stuff they're doing. Of course, our episode this week is sponsored by our good friends at MLID.
Doing good stuff.
Yep. Have you heard about the Wingtra ground thing they got going on with Wingtra?
No, I haven't.
You have not heard about that? It's an all-in-one kit for aerial surveys. This is really cool. It combines all the elements of a ground control setup. It includes GNSS receivers, of course, made by MLID, powered by MLID, like I just said. It provides you the checkpoints and all the necessary tools to have a successful aerial mapping mission. Automatically connects to the Wingtra tablet, providing step-by-step setup guidance for fast and error-free base and checkpoint setup. It can be used independently for terrestrial surveys, including point collection, stakeout for topography, whatever that word was, boundary mapping, construction, and GIS. To find out more, go to emlid, EMLID.com.
I thought you were going to talk about Wingtra Ray.
I did last time.
Okay.
Switch it up.
Switch it up. Okay.
Right. We got Will Wing with us. Will, what's up, buddy?
Same old. Well, the temperature's up. That's what's up. Holy
dude,
shit!
If you tell me you like this, I swear I'm going to punch you in the head.
It's like a blanket
horrible.
that just wraps you and hugs you and just says it's going to be okay.
Yeah.
No, it's the opposite of
right
that.
before you go to the hospital. Yes,
it's the opposite of that. You were working on it today, right? What?
Yeah. I was out there today for a couple hours, but man, that was enough. That was enough for me. I didn't get out there until about 4:00. So
how do you prepare for that? You just drink a shit ton of water?
Coconut water, man.
Coconut water.
That's my secret. Yeah.
No kidding.
Ice cold coconut
Not pickle
water.
juice or something like that?
Nope.
No?
A couple of those in the morning, and then you don't want to get too waterlogged. So sips.
That's another thing, right? You can almost have too much.
Oh yeah.
There's what do they call that? Like water poisoning or something?
Yeah. And I don't turn my truck off. I mean, it's not
no kidding. You just let it go
for gas mileage, but I just I've got drone batteries running all day.
True.
Charging. There's constantly something charging, so it's just running all day, and you got to go sit in the truck, sit in there, take everything off, right? Cool down for a minute.
Yep.
Yeah. Check your Instagram and get back out there.
Take care of your social media.
Right.
Oh man, that's awesome. We also got Russ Hall with us. Russ, what's up, man? Going good. What's new with you?
Hey, how's it going, guys? Not too much.
Yeah.
I'm just I'm on site. I'm up in Connecticut traveling for a job, big energy job.
It came out today.
Pretty excited. ChatGPT.
Wow. Have you messed around with the ChatGPT agent at all?
So I was excited. Yes.
No kidding.
I can talk to you later about making scraper bots and stuff like that if you want.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've been playing around with some stuff, and I make some videos here and there for fun. Mostly me with Lewis and Clark.
It's just funny when some nerds get some really nerd stuff to play with. It turns into like a nerd explosion of just
Oh my god, I'm addicted to it.
Oh yeah.
Kills your production in some forms.
It could, but for me, I look at it like it saves me hours, literally,
and then you just waste them messing around with it.
Yes, exactly right. Yes. Yeah, but you still put 8 hours in your time card.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's all the
same. So funny. What's up with you, buddy?
Oh, not a whole lot.
How was vacation?
Had a nice little weekend. The old Ocean Beach, San Diego area. Yeah. Good. Familiar.
How was the
spot.
weather? I didn't ask you.
It was absolutely perfect.
Yep.
It's 72 every single day, 67 at night.
Still want to move there?
Oh, absolutely.
At least part-time.
I'll take part-time. I'll take full-time. I'll take anything.
Take any time, right?
Yeah.
You're
Especially
easy.
when you ask me now. No, things are good. Things are
good.
Getting right back into the swing of things. So
awesome. For me, thanks for asking. Everything's good.
We don't really care about you.
Well, let's move on then. Everything's good, man. Work could not be going any better than it is right this very moment.
Yeah.
Yes. I mean, all the freaking
stars are aligning
and persistence over the last 18 months are finally paying off. And now it's like this windfall of like these amazing projects. So
well, in the business development world, 18 months is the appropriate amount of time where you should start to expect some success from all your efforts.
I'm right on time then.
All right, good. You're right on track.
I would give myself a C in that case. Pretty average.
Pretty average. That's pretty much, that's probably what Duffy thinks too.
Oh my. All right, let's move on. Our TopoDOT Song of the Week. We got this is an updated TopoDOT read, so I'm going to have to dial in here. Give me a minute. Just give me a second.
You want me to take care of it for you?
Oh, deep breath.
You can do it.
Okay. You know TopoDOT as the industry leader in digital twin production from point cloud data, but did you know that TopoDOT offers a total data governance solution for free? Take control of your data with TopoShare, amazing platform. Create your own data warehouse, share and manage access to project data, and streamline your production process at the lowest possible cost. TopoDOT and TopoShare are receiving major updates on September 10th. Be on the lookout, all you TopoDOT users, for notices regarding TopoShare V2025.
V2025, huh?
And the dates are out for TUC 26.
TUC 26? Okay.
Yep. We already got an invite.
Awesome.
Find out more, go to TopoDOT.com.
Maybe Russell will have some more fun activities planned for us next year.
Of course he will. He's Russ.
Yeah.
Of course. So what was that song we heard?
That was a little group called Linkin Park, One Step Closer. Linkin Park, they've been on the show before. As an American rock band formed in, I always butcher this, something Hills, California. Agora Hills, California. Linkin Park's early music spanned a fusion of heavy metal and hip-hop, while their later music features more electronica and pop elements. Formed in 96, Linkin Park rose to international fame with their debut studio album, Hybrid Theory. Just about everyone had that one. In 2000, which became certified diamond.
Interesting.
Linkin Park is among the best-selling bands of the 21st century and the world's best-selling music artist, having sold over 100 million records worldwide. I think that should be one of the world's.
Yeah.
I mean, I like these guys, but damn. They have won 2 Grammys, 6 American Music Awards, 2 Billboard Music Awards, 4 MTV Video Music Awards, 10 MTV Europe Music Awards, and 3 World Music Awards. I didn't even know what that last one was.
That's a lot of stuff going on right there. And you know what? Your reading has gotten so much better. I got to tell you.
Thank you.
Yes. I had to make note of that. We are in the Altair studio as usual. Altair Central is the authorized premier Trimble dealer for survey, mapping, GIS, forensics, and marine equipment in Texas, Oklahoma, Arizona, and New Mexico. They also offer field supplies and can deliver them right to your job site. That'd be nice on a hot day like this. All backed by a service department with one of the fastest turnarounds in the nation. To find out more, go to altaircentral.com. Oh, next up, we got the Hexagon Weekly Pro Tip. This is a great one. Hexagon is a global leader in digital reality solutions. Their solutions are utilized across various industries, including manufacturing, infrastructure, public sector, and mobility applications to enhance efficiency, productivity, quality, and safety. To find out more, go to Hexagon.com. I was looking at it. This is an old note. It's talking about Hexagon Live. We were there.
We should check out the 2 day 1, day 2 episodes on Geoholics and at the Hexagon show. It was, great.
Amazing conversations.
Absolutely.
Don't miss them.
All right, here we go. This week's pro tip. I like this. If your actions inspire others to dream more, learn more, do more, and become more, you are a leader.
Mm-hmm.
I really like that.
That's really good
stuff. And I was kind of surprised. John Quincy Adams, our 6th president.
Yeah, I had no idea he was the 6th president, to be honest with you. I knew he was a president, but like when I looked it up, I'm like, what president was he? I'm like, 6. Holy crap. That was early on. He probably signed the Declaration of Independence.
No, I think his dad did.
Really?
Was he related to Sam?
Adams?
Yeah.
He might. Yes, I think he was, as a matter of fact. The summer shandy's pretty good this year.
It's pretty good.
Oh, man. This is going to be good. All right. The NLC Prep question to make you think. This one is hard, actually.
Okay.
NLC Prep is for those dedicated to passing their land surveying exams on their very first try. That is their mission. Okay, here we go. In a geodetic survey.
No.
Oh, sorry. Stealing your thunder. You can sound smart. Go.
In a geodetic survey, a network of control points is adjusted using least squares estimation. If one of the observed distances in the network is significantly shorter than expected, which of the following is most likely the cause? Is it A, the scale factor used for the projection was too high? B, atmospheric refraction was overcorrected? C, the curvature of the Earth was not considered in leveling, or D, the receiver clock bias was not synchronized in GNSS observation?
I hope I hope we get one right answer on this. Just one. I will be so happy. Just one.
The key is if one of the observed distances is significantly shorter than expected, it'd be one.
You are exactly right. It's
not
like
all of them, just one.
On that one.
Yeah. How can one be off, but not the others?
Not the rest.
Considering your answers.
And unless you're a flat earther, you can take C right out of it.
Right.
Yes. Or maybe it's vice versa. Yeah. But anyways, really good question. And I look forward to getting some answers on that one and sending out another Amazon gift card.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Okay. GeoNet. Love these guys. Count of the week, one of my favorite segments of the show. GeoNet is the world's largest blockchain-based RTK network, providing RTK service precise enough for professional survey construction in drones and autonomous vehicles. What do you got?
All right. Our current count, man, it keeps going up every week. 18,893 satellite miners, up from 18,467 last week. Over 4,500 cities, 146 countries. To find out more, geodnet.com. That's GEODNET. Be sure to click on the Find a Hex tab to see if you can put one on your house or place a business and start making money today. KG, Mr. Geoholic. Is the equipment still in the box behind us, or have you done anything with it to get it on your house in Pine?
Still in the box. GeoNet and Bad Elf have teamed up to provide an amazing offer for $999.99. You can get GeoNet RTK service for 5 years.
You can.
To find out more, go to bad-elf.com/GeoNet.
All you got to do is just get your miner and get it out of the box that it comes in, and then you can start making money.
I'm just going to carry it around with me. Strap it to my car.
Yeah, I'm sure that's how it works.
Oh, man. All right, let's get our guest in
Please.
Here. It's been like 10 minutes. Did we do good? That was pretty quick.
That was
right?
okay.
All in all, not too bad. Of course, our guest this evening is brought to you by David Evans and Associates. What sets DEA apart, even more than the quality of their work, is the quality of their relationships and the commitments they have. The DEA difference is reflected in 6 commitments and the seriousness with which they make them. Clarity of expectations, effective communication, accountability, collaboration, creativity, and trust. To find out more, go to DEAINC.com. All right. This is going to be good. Let's get on with this. We've got Alex. I was so focused on the last name. Alex Baikovitz with us. He was born in Miami, Florida. He attended Carnegie Mellon. Do you know the Carnegie for $50?
Oh, shit.
Do you know the Carnegie Mellon mascot or
there? Oh, yeah. I have at one point in my life, and it has got pushed out by some other information. So
they are the Tartans.
Yes, I did know this.
And their mascot is like Scotty the dog or something like that.
Yeah, it's something super random.
Yeah. I mean, only smart people go there. Hobbies include golf, hiking, running, climbing, and formerly was a skier. We'll have to get to the bottom of that. He is the co-founder and CEO of Mach9, which I'm so excited to find out more about. Some career highlights include he built robots for Fluor and Department of Energy to inspect legacy nuclear facilities from the Manhattan Project, of all things. He started Mach9 building hardware for reality capture for surveyors, seeing how they were extracting features and how long it takes. He figured what could advance this to a point of doing this automatically, and they're doing a very good job of that from what I understand. He pivoted to building automated 3D mapping software for future extraction to advance the industry and supporting customers around the world. His passion's interested in how computers can understand and interact with the physical world, which brought him to the geospatial industry. I feel dumb already. Alex, welcome to the Geoholics.
Doesn't take
much. It's awesome to be here. Thanks so much for having me.
Oh, man, I am so excited about this. We've been trying to get this on the calendar, and Sean and I are idiots. We had to reschedule like 4 times, and finally, here we are.
I'm excited. The day is here.
The day has arrived, no doubt about it. So tell us why you were a formal skier, but not anymore. Is that because you live in California, in San Francisco? What's going on there?
Yeah, just a bit of a ski accident earlier this year from some friends that were trying to teach me the right way to do moguls. So I learned one or two lessons that way, and I'll be back on the slopes in the future, that's for sure, but maybe not next season. So
moguls are insane. Like watching those guys like on the Olympics and stuff like that. Like how do they have knees left after that? It's crazy.
Yeah, it really is, especially if your friend takes you to the hardest run of the entire mountain and tries to teach you there. So, lesson learned. So
as long as he paid your medical bills, that's all that matters.
Triple black diamond.
I am curious, before we get going, tell us a little bit about Carnegie Mellon and what, kind of what you did there. And, you said that what the computers in the world understand the physical world is how you got into geospatial. What did you go to college to do, or what did you hope to get out of it while you were there?
Yeah, I think the great part of being in college is just meeting so many interesting people that take you in such an interesting direction in life. And I would say one person that had a huge influence on getting into survey and geospatial was one of my advisors, his brother, who was actually a part of the same lab, was a surveyor in the coal mines in Pittsburgh. And
no way.
We were working on a lot of field robotics for a bunch of different, what was really a lot of remote sensing applications and going into a lot of facilities to do mapping. But we were using a lot of surveying instruments, and Chuck taught me how to use a total station. We had a Faro scanner that we were using on a bunch of different projects. And that just threw us into the world of geospatial and survey, in a world that was super new to me at the time, and learned that I really loved it. And it's just been an awesome place to be building a company in, and working with some pretty amazing people around the world, doing some just super impactful things for how things are built and maintained and operated. So just been a lot of fun.
Yeah, that's awesome. Tell us about Mach9. Where did this come from? Where did the idea come from? What's the mission? Just kind of give us the overview. I'm so curious.
Yeah, well, today, Mach9 is building software that automatically transforms reality capture data into high precision 3D maps, accelerating how teams model and understand the world. And really what we do is right now taking data from LiDAR and these reality capture tools and technologies, providing the tools to automate feature extraction or create topographic maps and surveys, and then provide a lot of tooling to assess the quality of maps made with machine learning and these types of technologies to deliver just orders of magnitude faster. So just that space has just been very exciting and interesting. And we really learned that from building tools and technologies to capture the data and finding how people were drafting a lot of this data in traditional CAD software to date, thinking that there were faster, more automated ways of getting to high quality finished deliverables. And so it's been just a journey of the last 4 years, and been a tremendous learning experience for myself and the entire team. And I've been seeing a lot of really awesome successes and really amazing projects and working with great customers and partners, which is what has made this such an awesome experience overall.
Talk about the team a little bit. You're this brilliant mind, but you can only be as brilliant as you possibly can be without an amazing team, right?
Absolutely. Team is everything. And I think that's what makes, this company pretty unique. And that's something that I'm probably even most proud of, is just the people that we've been able to pull together to make this thing really happen. We have a team of experts in machine learning and computer perception, computer graphics, building high-performance web-based CAD tools and platforms to help make sense of just huge volumes of LiDAR data that have previously sat on desktops or hard drives and now can be accessible and actionable to so many more people. But it's definitely an incredibly challenging technical problem to solve. And I would say working with people that bring in that professional expertise from the industry, or having surveyors and professional engineers on staff that are helping shape a lot of the software, the tools, as well as working with our partners. I think that's the really cool collaboration, is just so many people that would never be in the same room together that all get to work on building some pretty awesome software and solutions to really hard and high impact problems.
Great passion, Alex. I really appreciate that. Russ is the reason that we're here this evening. And Russ, why don't you go ahead and jump in here and talk about your experience with Mach9?
Sure. First, I want to ask Alex a really important question.
Top Gun.
Why stop at Mach9?
We named the company before it showed up in Top Gun. That was actually quite a surprise seeing it in the more recent film. But
it's awesome.
Mach9. There's a NASA X-43 space plane. It flew at Mach 9.6. Mach 9 sounded a little bit better than Mach 10, but we wanted to allow computers to see and understand the world faster than any human could alone. And so,
awesome.
So Mach 9 over Mach 11, but we're always trying to speed it up. So
Mach 9 sounds much better than
it is pretty cool. That's super cool. Yeah,
it does. What is it? Recency bias.
Here's how old I am. I'm a huge Speed Racer fan. I think he was Mach 1, wasn't he?
I think so. I was him for Halloween one year.
Yes. Oh man, huge Speed Racer fan.
Where does bring us back down to the dumb level?
Well, that's what I do. That's my job around here. That's what I do. I make everybody around me feel smart.
Yeah, that's right. Yep. You do it so well.
Yep. That's right.
I do want to answer your question, though, in all seriousness. It's been really fun collaborating with them, with the people over at Mach9. Working, and then you run into new problems or quality of life problems and you solve them. You know what I mean? It's just constantly iterating. And then it's almost like when you have a kid or an animal, you don't see it growing while it's there. And then all of a sudden, like, you might have a relative come over and they're like, oh my God, your dog's huge. Awesome. Because you just see it incrementally, so right? Funny. So that's what
dogs have grown quite a bit, Russ. Yeah, it's so much growth. It's become like more of a horse or a bear. It depends.
So what's spurring that tremendous growth, Alex?
Yeah, I would say really continuing to lean into a number of industry challenges and problems, whether it's affecting surveyors or people working on these large asset management type projects. I would say being able to work with the right collaborators that want to see the vision that we see for the future of the geospatial industry in terms of making the understanding of these really complex data sets much faster and more automated and overall, and ways to really just embed that in those types of real project workflows, because it's not just something that sounds cool. I think there's a lot of talk about machine learning and AI these days, but it's really about delivering real impact and working on real problems. And I think that that's something that has allowed us to build and grow and scale this team to tackle and solve, frankly, one of the most challenging challenges and problems, because people have seen 2D data or they've seen natural language, but here in survey and geospatial, we see the world in 3D and in many different ways. And so it's just awesome to be able to pull together a great team of people, work with really great partners, and build great products. That's what it comes down to. And innovating together, we move much further together and faster when we're working all together, instead of siloed and trying to build a solution that we then bring to the industry when it's complete and perfect. It's just a matter of really building with great collaborators at the end of the day.
Just want to take a moment to talk about another new friend of the program, Wingtra. Wingtra is a Swiss company specializing in high-precision unmanned aerial vehicles designed for surveying and mapping applications.
Their flagship product, the Wingtra 1, is a vertical takeoff and landing, better known as VTOL, VTOL, drone that combines the benefits of fixed-wing aircraft and multi-rotor drones, offering efficient data collection over large areas.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy to see. Designed for ease of use, the Wingtra 1 features an intuitive flight planning software and fully automated flight operations, making it accessible to users with varying level of drone experience.
To find out more, visit wingtra.com.
One of our newest friends of the program, Emlid. Emlid is a company specializing in high-precision RTK GNSS receivers and software solutions for various industries, including, of course, land surveying, construction, and drone mapping.
As our weekly episode sponsor, their product lineup features the Reach RS3, a survey-grade receiver with IMU tilt compensation. That's a big deal. The Reach RX, an ultralight multiband RTK rover, and the Reach RS2 Plus, a versatile multiband RTK GNSS receiver suitable for both rover and base station applications.
Well done. Well done. That was a mouthful. Emlid offers software tools such as Emlid Flow, a mobile app for data collection in the field, Emlid Flow 360, a cloud-based application for project management, and Emlid Studio, free software post-processing kinematic, static, and drone data.
To learn more, simply visit emlid.com. So who's benefiting the most from this amazing platform?
I would say just given how many different types of stakeholders there are in the industry, I would say those that are the service providers that are able to help deliver on their projects like faster, more efficiently, take on more work. But at the end of the day, like the owners and the clients that can get even higher quality results delivered on time, or if not ahead of schedule. That's something that's really driving a lot of these, major use cases and applications, or compressing projects that could take weeks and turning them into hours or days, or projects that would take months or years, and now being able to deliver them just orders of magnitude faster. That's just allowing people to take on new types of projects and work that they never previously could. And I think that that's just how a lot of the surveying industry is just going to continue to expand and change, is with these more these technologies that improve the automation and speed of delivery, as well as drive on quality and accuracy. It's just going to open up a lot more doors for how surveyors can service many other enterprises, projects, areas that were never previously either profitable or existed in the first place. So that's just a part of what makes this like super exciting.
So we're gonna have to get in. We're half hour in now, so we got to get into some more meat and details here. And one thing that I was struck on is you said two things that are usually not consistent with each other. Usually it's either really fast or not very accurate, or not as accurate. And what you're saying is much improvement on speed and how quickly we can deliver, and also be super accurate. How are you able to do both at the same time?
Totally. I'd say, why the trade-off? And like Sean, the way that we think about this is, if you can deliver the like mundane, repetitive work just much faster, that leaves more time to spend on those details. The complexity that like makes like surveying so like hard and meaningful is just being able to understand or drive quality and move from more extraction to more QA/QC. And that's what Mach9 is helping our customers and partners accomplish, is less of the groundwork, more of the QA/QC, and focus on quality is just the overall like focus of our delivery, and making sure that people have the tools that are different than a lot of the traditional workflows to actually assess the quality of their data and make sure that they're delivering to the standards and accuracies that are just needed by our clients and needed for the projects that we're working on. And that's just oftentimes some of the most important things.
Russ, what are some of the projects that you've worked on where you're utilizing Mach9, and how are you using it?
That's why Will's here, Russ, to ask good questions.
Okay, that's a great question. So we've been a partner. So, we primarily do private sector. So I won't get into specifics, but we've used it on roadway surveys, and we've done mostly design grade, right?
What are you collecting that? Were you doing that with
accuracy between like the extracted line and the cloud? And
mobile LiDAR. Okay.
With the TRK.
Okay.
With the Leica TRK is the one that we have. The mobile, yeah. So mobile scanning. That was where I think he started. Alex and Mach9 are starting to go into different platforms like drone and stuff, but I'll let him bring that up. But as far as the mobile mapping goes, we've used it, just like right away to right away surveys, and even beyond. We've gone building face to building face in the urban corridor.
So you're sending him a LiDAR point cloud, and then they're turning that around, or how does that process?
Yeah, and the images. So how it works is, basically it's the same registration process, right? Which registration just means putting a point cloud together and then locking it geospatially to control, right? That's what the term registration means. So once it's registered, it's just an export of the imagery. So you have like your flat cameras, your pano cameras, and then you have a spherical one. The big three have it: Trimble, Regal, and Leica. They all have these setups. And so you send the sphericals, you send the high def panos, and you just send the LiDAR, and that's it. And then what Alex at Mach9, they call it perception, right? So then the AI perceives these features. And then you're working after that. You're working on a laptop or whatever device you want, a MacBook, doesn't matter, on a web browser. And you're just saying yes, no, you know what I mean? Like effectively, right? You're just saying you're approving.
Gotcha. So Alex, help me understand the business model of it. Is it a subscription type thing, or do you get the software? Like, are you guys processing these files, or are you providing the platform to your customers to process the files?
That's a really great question, Kent. And so our platform is a subscription platform where we consider the volume of whether it's like square feet or miles, centerline miles processed of data. And we are a fully automated solution. So we don't have people that are actively working on a product or delivering a result. You basically, as Russ was describing, bring your data into our platform, run what is called a perception request, or requesting that the machine learning model extracts both linear as well as asset features from your data. In about 10 to 20 minutes a mile or overnight, you can get your first draft of features delivered right into this environment. You get an email letting you know that it's ready. And we provide tools for extraction teams and surveyors to jump in, QA/QC, validate the data, make sure it's accurate, and then make sure that it's deliverable into those CAD and GIS workflows downstream. Because at the end of the day, it doesn't live in our platform. It's really focused on accelerating that production workflow, and then either integrating with other extraction tools or then directly into those downstream workflows to create final deliverables. So really focused on that part of feature extraction and helping speed up a lot of that workflow and take a lot of those features off your to-do list as well.
How long has the machine been learning? How long have you been doing this? How long have you been dumping mobile LiDAR scans into this?
Yeah, 4 years.
Into the magic box, 4 years. So has it gotten smarter?
It's gotten a lot smarter. And every single week we release new versions of the software, and that's incorporating
that's so crazy. That's awesome.
QA/QC workflows, like making improvements. If someone has some friction on a particular project, like, we're in there helping support, like, how do we make this a faster process, to even releasing new model updates on a continuous basis. And so a part of that is just relentlessly making sure that we can optimize the performance so that we're hitting these types of design grade tolerances and supporting real like survey projects. It's not just approximate rough order of magnitude. Like, we're very focused on a lot of those design grade survey features and applications.
So is there a place when Russ is not going to have to do the, yes, this is a curb, no, it's not a curb, yes, that stage, and it's only looking at the down to that centimeter and less, geospatial accuracy level of QC, and not the, what he was talking about? Is that the goal?
Yeah. So the goal is certainly in no way, shape, or form to like replace the surveyor or the people using the application and software. It's really focused on helping drive these people to deliver at larger scale and take on larger projects or more work. And the side of this is being able to help people identify areas where there needs to be intervention, there needs to be support, there needs to be that human touch and eye, as well as tools that help you discover that information so that you don't have to look at every vertex of a line in a giant urban corridor where there are thousands or tens of thousands of lines or features, but you can focus your time in the areas that it's most important, so that you're driving the accuracies and creating the right deliverables that matter to the end client at the end of the day.
So I'm still the survey mind is going here. So we've done our mobile mapping, we've got our LiDAR point cloud. We've sent that over. You've done the perception. It's asking you, asset recognition, line work, whatever. So after that, I mean, Russ, at the end of the day, you're still delivering a set of design plans for somebody on the roadway or something like that, right? So the deliverable that you're getting back is brake lines and clean planimetric line work, and then you're taking it from there and putting it in your templates and making it a deliverable, right? I think that's the part I'm missing.
Yeah. So what happens once it's all done, right? And it's all done in 3D. You could do an export, and they have various exports where you could do shape. You could do a geodatabase or different formats for the points and lines. But for us, right, we're making the drawings for design for engineers. So we're bringing them into Civil 3D or open roads. We've done DOT projects as well, several. You just bring the lines in, just like you said, the brake lines. You bring the points in, run field to finish on
it. You're saving all that time because I build brake lines all the time. It's a lot. Even when you do the field work yourself, it's a lot. So
yes. And so what a typical, at least at Langen, our QA process, usually what we would do is bring like the tin itself, like the pin surface, back in and then overlay it and validate it against the point cloud. And then that's what we've been working with Alex and the team over there, is to have DTM generate from your line work in real time. And then if you add or change something, it changes the contours, obviously, but then you see the tin change live, which is really nice for automated, like, stepping. I just want it to be like, the way I explain it to people is, like, if I asked you to write, 1,000 pages on Moby Dick, or I asked you to proof, edit mine, which one's faster, right? Like, editing is by an order of magnitude faster.
Let me ask ChatGPT that.
I
see if you're right, Russ. So do you just.
Yeah, fine.
I gotta see if I have access to that. So Mach9, does it work with all different file types? Like, not just point clouds, like we have some good friends at Look AI, they got a really cool application with their handheld thing that's, kind of like more photogrammetry based. Does Mach9 work with those different type files?
So today we've expanded and are expanding well beyond mobile mapping to basically most LiDAR devices that are capturing data, whether that's terrestrial, UAV, obviously mobile as well. We look forward to expanding the types of data that we can continue to take into the software to deliver on overall projects. So photogrammetry is on our roadmap and something that we think about into the future. But our view is we want to be able to provide a solution for feature extraction across all of these different really powerful reality capture tools, and help deliver on projects where you can use the best tool for the project to deliver on with Mach9.
Yep. I gotcha. That makes sense. So we talk about it a lot. There's convergence of GIS and digital twins, smart city platforms, that type thing. Where does Mach9 fit into that evolving, geospatial ecosystem?
Well, totally. So yeah, we've been working
Alex, you're supposed to say, great question.
I'm waiting.
Sorry, I didn't know what the pointing finger was all about. But that's an awesome question.
He was waiting for the recognition. But please go ahead.
It kills me when you do that.
I'd say a big part, or where we also see some of our customers delivering on, are some of these like just huge network scale projects. So we did like 8,000 miles or kilometers in Canada to map a lot of utility infrastructure, or mapping large state departments of transportation and helping them derive analytics on the performance and condition and locations of a lot of critical assets. And we're talking thousands of miles of LiDAR data collection at a time. And so it's some of those really cool projects and interesting ones that are transforming how surveyors can deliver on projects well beyond, a corridor topo, but also looking to supporting network scale initiatives and helping create these digital maps or these types of digital twins that people can actually use for making big maintenance and operations decisions, or planning capital projects and programs, or enhancing safety of roadways and highways. There are just so many really cool ways and places where people are using this type of technology to drive so much impact on how some of the largest asset owners in the world manage infrastructure that no single person can understand every unique element of as well. So lots of ways that we're fitting into some of those types of initiatives and some pretty awesome large scale projects and programs.
And is that kind of not necessarily the business model, but really what drove the development of this? Did you guys look at the technology and what people were doing and saying, okay, the only where this is going is more, and digital twins is an entire city digital twin instead of just a couple mile project, and say, okay, this is great, it's just going to continue to scale? Is that kind of what your idea was? Is how do we make this quicker and can handle the bigger ones, because that's where it's going, right?
Yeah. You got to look at where the puck is going, And so I'd say that part of the future is these tools and technologies are just so powerful that you can just drive these huge projects. Russ knows this firsthand, driving some pretty large projects as well. And I think a part of the vision of the future for what this can be is right now, it just takes so much human time to generate a usable map that someone can make decisions off of with all this data, right? You just get terabytes and terabytes and terabytes of point clouds, which, I think a lot of owners can sometimes think are just expensive, or questioning some of the utility of, but to us, there's just so much value and so much information that's just in this data. We want to provide the tools and capabilities that let us unleash that value and like unlock it for like partners that have the tools and technologies to go collect this information, but turning it into answers to hard questions. Like that's what I think a lot of people are really looking for as well. So that's just some of the cool stuff to solve.
Yeah. How much time do you spend like educating your users and like just kind of give us an idea of what those conversations sound like?
Yeah, no, it's a great question.
He's a child. He needs a pat on the back.
I can't take myself.
But yeah, no, it's definitely a process to some people like that we work with. Reality capture and surveying technologies are just a completely new space, and we see this in certain industries that are now only adopting some of the tools that surveyors have been using for 10, 15 years, and like now it's just so powerful for their projects because they need to speed up time to delivery, and LiDAR is just such a powerful tool for them. And so it's cool to see that in kind of newer areas that never really thought about these types of tools before.
Like what? You have to be specific. We're now in the second half. You got to start diving into details.
No, it's a good like telecommunications, utilities, a lot of
totally
critical industries that I just have had their workflows. But with the amount of work that people are seeing in that space today, it's just we got to do things differently. And so sometimes these conversations are about educating. Hey, what are the tools that you have available? What are the workflows that you currently have? How can they be sped up? Whether it's by adopting automated feature extraction and automated 3D mapping software like Mach9, or is it like even using the underlying technology itself? And then also just understanding existing workflows for people that have, know the sensors, know the technology like the back of their hand. They've been doing it forever. And, there's that same amount of education that you just needs to go into. Hey, there are just new ways to do it. To Russ's point, it's just Langen's super progressive as an example, and are very receptive to, hey, what are the next ways that we need to be going? Where is the puck going? And how can we keep up and evolve in an industry that is very dynamic, that has been the first to adopt some of the most advanced like laser scanning technologies in the entire world. Like there's some pretty magic like alien type technology that exists in this industry, which is just so cool. And it's just awesome to be on the forefront of building the next generation of it. And so that's really, a mindset that we find in great partners that have helped shape and develop this solution that's helping them deliver on their projects. That's just driving a lot of impact. It's less of, a cool idea or some cool, fancy, shiny rock or technology. It's about really solving hard and real problems with real people. So, and that's just an example of how.
I have a question.
I think Russ had something to add there before you.
Go ahead, Russ.
I was just going to mention one of the ways that so in laser scanning or extraction, right? There's like two worlds, kind of. You got the design grade world, and then you have the asset grade world, which is think of like to your point, Sean, or your example, citywide digital twin, right? All the poles and everything and all that. What's really cool on the asset side, most of that stuff, I hope I'm not speaking too obstacle, but most of that stuff, most of those jobs, like all of LA County or, all of the state of Tennessee, were going to one or two companies that were basically outsourced. Like everything was going overseas. So just like with robotics in manufacturing, right? This effectively kills off the offshoring and keeps everything in America. You know what I mean? And it creates the jobs that are created from. This is the way I see the trend is, the same thing.
Yeah.
Better,
Alex,
more
I was
skilled
looking
labor,
at your team.
better
You guys,
pay, everything
you guys
like
all
that.
look very young. I mean, how did that band form?
Oh, that's really like at least the founding team. We met at Carnegie Mellon. A lot of us, we're in the same classes together. We're in the same graduates labs together. And I think a really awesome part of building a company is working with people that you trust and that you can grow with and learn from and build with. And that's definitely been a really amazing part of finding people that can figure out problems and create solutions just super quickly. So it's just been awesome working with Harvey, Michael, Zach, myself as the kind of core founding team, and then now building a team around 25 people these days. That's just heads down solving a lot of really challenging problems on everything from engineering, product and design to operations to helping tell the story and get this out into the world, and also support customers in and partners just implementing these types of workflows into their projects themselves.
I got to jump in here and ask a relevant question to follow up with Will's. How many old guys like Kent do you get that just or want to go slower and just can't trust the machine that's going to spit out this and have more question? Like how many of those training exercises do you have to do to prove to the old guys that this is still good?
Hey, great question. What do you do? Amazing question.
And I'm not saying that just to pick on Kent's age, but I am curious, is it all just guys that are just, okay, great, let's do it? Or do you have to get over some old school hurdles?
Yeah, we work with people that have been around this industry for a long time, and we all know what it is. It's like showing versus telling. You can talk about it all you want, but at the end of the day, it's like, does this work on my data, on my projects? And that's something that we've found is the best way to adopt and to get people on board. People are very skeptical about automation. There's no way around that. But the only way to address that is by truly delivering on projects and showing that there is a new way of doing things. And it's one that's actually built to solve this problem. And I think that that's a part of what we've done is really spend years building and developing, decades of combined expertise in solving automated feature extraction problems for people, like Kent as well, that can now adopt the latest and greatest technology to solve their problems and just, help deliver on their projects.
Love it.
That's awesome. I was going to say something nice, but forget that. So Alex, seriously, in all seriousness, Mach9 has burst onto the scene. You guys have only been doing this for 4 years. But already it's a respected solution, viable solution. What do you attribute that to?
I would definitely attribute that to our team that has just been laser focused on listening to what customers need and what our partners need to help with their projects, and also just work with really great, amazing organizations around the world. We have some pretty awesome partners and customers working with Russ from Langen has been awesome, and everyone from Michael Baker to companies like Fibersmith on the telecom side to large state departments of transportation that are, trusting us to help deliver on their projects. I think it really comes down to that showing versus telling side of things and really finding ways to start somewhere, deliver on some projects, show that this is a solution that works and is not just a conceptual pie in the sky idea. And and I'd say it's grit and determination. Building solutions to automate feature extraction for survey is no easy feat. Survey is a hard space. And everyone has very high expectations as to what needs to get done. And it's a grind, just figuring out how to solve one problem to get to the next. And it's that journey that takes us to something that will transform how this industry makes maps and what this industry will be doing and how much more surveying will be done in the future because of tools and technologies that will enable and empower us to take on work that we never even thought of before. To Russ's point, how do we map an entire state and generate those types of insights and applications and drive accuracy on those types of projects where maybe it was previously not the most accurate, that can now become even more precise to derive attributes that no one ever thought they could extract for, an entire, all of Arizona or all of California. That just goes a huge way.
NLC Prep. Welcome back.
That's right.
Welcome back. NLC Prep is an online platform dedicated to helping individuals prepare for land surveying exams, including the FSPS, Texas RPLS, and California PLS exams.
That's right. The platform offers various resources such as online courses, hard copy practice exams, and pre-programmed calculators to aid in exam preparation.
NLC Prep provides flexible product options, including monthly course subscriptions, full-length hard copy practice exams, comprehensive online courses, and combination packages that bundle multiple resources.
Yeah, the results don't lie with these guys. If you need help, it's they don't want to say that's a guarantee, but it's pretty darn close. To learn more, simply visit nlcprep.com. Let's talk about Smart Drone.
Mm-hmm.
Smart Drone Corporation is an American company specializing in drone mapping solutions, offering both on-demand services and industrial mapping products.
Indeed, their services include drone mapping and surveying, utilizing advanced LiDAR and photogrammetry technologies to provide accurate and efficient data collection.
And this one's really important. Smart Drones product lineup features American-made industrial mapping drones, such as the Discovery 3, designed for high-precision mapping applications.
To find out more, visit smartdrone.com. Yeah.
So what are some of the, I got a couple questions. What are some of the limiting factors that you have now? Like, I just imagine, okay, let's take that example. Yep, I'm just going to go tell Russ, Langan, go scan Hartford, Connecticut. And they just dumped it to you right now. Like, is the platform, I mean, what are the limitations right now that are preventing processing all that in 5 minutes? Like, or where do you see the pitfalls of it as the amount of data continues to increase? What are you going to have to do to scale and keep up with it?
That's a really great question. I'd say we've accelerated a lot of these workflows, and like we're working on several projects exactly like that, exactly right this moment. Not for Hartfield, that would be very like pointed, but that would be really cool. Russ, we should get on that.
Yeah, right. You're up there.
Russ,
Go ahead.
Hartfield scan.
I do have it.
Russ is licensed in Connecticut.
Oh, okay, there you go.
He can sign that.
That was in his letter. Like, congratulations, you met the bare minimum requirements to receive this.
That's what they write you.
But Alex, keep going.
We don't know how good you are. We know you're minimally.
Just to answer your question, like right now, we're working on projects like that and delivering in just record time, like thousands of miles in weeks. A turnaround, including QA for certain really awesome partners that we've been helping deliver on whether it be the telecom side or the DOT side. That actually exists today, believe it or not.
Crazy.
And the reason I was bringing that up, go ahead, hang on. The reason I was bringing that up is we have a note here about emerging technologies and quantum computing and all these other ways. Is that kind of on your chips? I don't even know what that is, but is that where you see the future? Is like I'm trying to get to, like, you're going to have to adopt some of this stuff that may not exist right now to keep up with what's coming down and what 5 years from now looks like.
That's an interesting one. Yeah, I would say like being able to see where technology is going. I'm not exactly sure how quantum computing and neuromorphic chips are going to exactly help surveyors just yet, but I'm sure there's going to be a way. I'm absolutely certain, and Russ is going to be the first person to figure it out. So,
well, the answer is it's not weeks; it's in real time.
Yes.
That mobile LiDAR. I'm guessing this, but mobile LiDAR can start doing what you're doing in minutes, and Russ is sitting in the car getting the thing back for the mile he just drove, and that's all happening at the same time, right?
Why not? Right.
That'd be you just drive the mobile LiDAR and you see the topo being drawn behind you. That would be absolutely insane.
Oh my God. That's where we're going, right?
Slam it.
Jeez, that's incredible.
No, we need to hold on. What you're describing, right now is what the engineers.
That's the way I see it. Is okay. Well, if you get it in a couple days, then what's the difference in a couple minutes? And let's just cut this whole process down.
The easy button.
Yeah, gotta be cheaper, right?
And of course, it's cheaper. You got it right there.
Here's a softball one.
We know the contract took like 3 weeks to sign, but like the delivery date is next week. We feel like you'll be ready for it.
Exactly.
So, Alex, here's a softball one for you. I love this one. Cheap, fast, and accurate, right? Does Mach9 solve all three of those or just two of them?
I would say we solve all three of them. Ideally,
there we go.
You should say competitive, not cheap.
Okay, there you go.
Cheap has a bad connotation.
Yeah. I know you're soft.
I'm fully on the same page for sure. Like we definitely make our partners more competitive. That's for sure.
How has it been adapting your business? Obviously, you guys started small, and now 4 years later, have you had some growing pains in the business side?
It's always a challenge, like scaling companies, but I'd say just the normal types of things that happen when you go from 4 people working in a garage to building hardware systems and some crazy laser scanners, and then now building a software company in San Francisco with a ton more people, and continuing to grow and scale to support people around the world. That just comes with the challenges that come with building a company that provides global solutions to AEC organizations everywhere. So there's no shortage of fun problems to solve, but great people to work with on that.
Is building a software company in San Francisco like, being a coal miner in West Virginia? Is it just like what everybody does, or like are you just like one of many others and you got, you go to the coffee shop and you're swapping stories with everybody else?
The tech bro environment here is very real. So
I'm just curious.
Real. But we started the company in Pittsburgh, so it's a super real like place, East Coast, and it worked out there for 3 years, and we moved out here last year just as we were just growing the business and keeping people and the whole team together. And yeah, it's just been an awesome journey, at least being here, where just so many awesome companies have been built, but. At least in the survey and geospatial space, like there are just not as many startups that are kind of investing and spending a lot of time here. And so, we're excited by it, and like we're excited by the challenge that's associated with it, and just the people that we get to work with. That's second to none. And so, yeah, it's cool to be doing something different out here. Everyone here is building, so there are a lot of Ubers for cats, but like solving the real problems, like this is where it happens. I know the cat thing is maybe you want the Ubers for cats to move them away,
please,
based on what you were saying.
Well, and then we can kind of parlay that into the people question, like how is it growing a team, and are you finding the talent you need to be able to grow? And to your point, is having a solution that's more real world applicable, that hits home more, is that beneficial to you and your growth?
Absolutely. I think one of the things that we want to really focus on is coming from SpaceX, where I was like working on parachute and pyrotechnic systems and cool mechanisms for capsules and spacecraft. It was like really cool to be solving just like hardcore, like challenging technical problems, but like those that are just awesome. It's like, how do we take like Americans back to the space station and like solve problems like that? It's like really cool missions to like solve. And we saw the same type of problem here in like the survey space of like, here's a real problem that like so many people around the world face. It's like, and allowing computers to just automatically create digital maps, like that's just so cool. And I think cool to like so many people, both in our industry as well as outside of it. And I think it's something very real, like the just people that we brought together. We value the solving real problems side of things. And like, there are many like businesses that have that scale and solve like problems that can be developed very, very quickly and very scalably. But at least the type of organization and problem that we wanted to solve were those like technically hardcore like challenges that were just so real to so many people. And that's at least what got us to this place in the first place, is that like fundamental belief that like it's worth spending time doing the hard things that are just, super cool with like a lot of really cool people as well. So
let's look forward just a little bit. Where do you see the geospatial intelligence industry in the next 5 years, and what role will Mach9 play in it?
That is a great question.
ChatGPT.
I can only look so smart.
Question,
At some point, you got to see right through me.
Right.
I would say in the next 5 years, surveyors and geospatial professionals will be working on projects at sizes and scales that are unimaginable, or like things that we never even thought of, things that I don't even know. Things that surprisingly Russ doesn't even know yet, and like it's gonna be an exciting time. Like how do we map these entire cities, states, countries? How do we create like what does a survey grade deliverable at that type of scale mean to so many people? Like not the standard clients that we work for today, but like who are the other stakeholders that are going to value that information and that data to make decisions that they didn't even know they needed that data to solve because it was just so expensive or like just didn't make sense at that size and scale. And our role and our focus is how do we effectively like provide and create a future where anyone can answer crucial questions about the world by using machine learning to create accurate and instantaneously accessible maps. And that's like a key component to helping us all like win together as we create, a larger industry where maps and surveyors surveyors are creating maps for so many more people that had never used maps made by surveyors before. And that I think is just a part of where we see the world in, the next 1 to 5 years down the line.
Yeah.
And what's crazy is Alex still calls them maps when these are like 3D model maps. Like it's not, it is like, and that's where maybe you actually need to start changing what
alternative deliverables, right?
Well, I mean, but it's still making maps. It's not what, if you just said, oh yeah, I make really crazy, cool digital maps for a living. You're like, okay, well I have that. You're like, well, no, you don't, because maybe it's like we need to change what that people's perception of a map actually is.
You know what I love? Like everything Alex says, he constantly mentions surveyors and the importance of surveyors in this entire thing.
Of course.
That's what I love about it.
Of course you do.
Yes. That's great.
But I'm curious, like, what's a map to you all? Or like, I'm curious, like you're saying that like, this is beyond maps. Like what is it to you all?
It's still, to me, I'm sorry. It's still a 2D thing. When you say map, I just immediately think of a 2D picture that I'm looking at and put my finger on.
Yeah, I would agree.
And the way it seems like Alex defines it is more of just any interactive something that can provide you a location on the earth in some spatial, and to me, that's like, man, I'm not just looking at how long it's going to take from this city to this city, but I can open up something and see what the distance between that building and that building is. And that's a whole different way to think about maps in general, I think.
So now who's showing their age?
Well, I just came back from San Diego, and part of the drive is
he's got beach brain still.
Put the phone down, pull out the atlas, tell us where you're at. Okay, because my daughter will say, "Are we in Yuma yet?" And I'm like, "We crossed over Yuma 3 hours ago." Pull out the map and tell me where we're at. So I'm trying to connect to the old school way we define it to. Okay, this is also a map.
Rand McNally, I think that was called.
But the 1,000%.
to the
yes, exactly.
But to like my kids and stuff, they don't know maps. To them, a map is Google Earth.
Oh,
right?
Yeah,
like they don't paper maps are not a thing to them, to the younger generation. So it's awesome because they're like, they get it. When I say, but shoot me a pin, they're like,
even Google Earth is not what Alex is talking about.
Well,
Google, if Google Earth was, and you hit on Street View, and it was actually like the good 3D and not whatever garbage you get when you get really flat.
Well, they've got the buildings and stuff on that are getting pretty good.
They are getting really good, actually.
Obviously, they're not mapping grade, but I mean, they're taking it to the next level. I mean,
and that's the difference, right? It's Google Earth with mapping grade, and now all of a sudden now
you can pull ADA ramps out of it. You know what I mean? That's always my question. Can we pull ADA ramp data out of it? If we can,
not yet.
Right? I mean, you're rocking. I mean, if you can scan a whole city and teach it to learn what an ADA ramp
Tell
is.
me how many ramps don't meet 2.5% or whatever it is.
The wheels are turning. I can see it. I can see it.
Because 2 weeks ago in a fifth largest city in the country, I still saw a guy with a level and another guy with a piece of paper and a clipboard, and they were still measuring the damn ramps that way. And Alex, the difference is light years.
Let me guess. They're probably about my age.
No, the guy in the office screaming at them why they're not done yet was your age. And these poor guys are out there in the heat just slaving away.
Oh my God, so funny.
That one kills me. And then when you see the guys for the poles doing it manually with the angle side angle with utility poles.
So funny. So funny.
Oh gosh, just getting that stuff.
Hey, Alex, is there anything else that you want to get out there that maybe we haven't asked you about?
I think we've covered quite a bit on at least this call. We've definitely spoken about one or two things, but we're excited about where the future for the industry is going. I think Russ and team have been excited about this product that we call automated lines that we're just getting out into the world, and just now starting to expand into some really other awesome sensing modalities and helping surveyors on their projects. So, just excited to continue to get the word out and find ways to just support many organizations that have this need around feature extraction and helping solve some of their problems as well.
Have you spent any time in Canada?
I have spent time in Canada.
I knew it. Organizations. Yes, I knew it.
I'm not Canadian in any way, shape, or form. I have visited Canada. I've not lived in Canada.
He has used the follow the puck metaphor a couple times. Puck. That is a dead cannot give away.
Guarantee he's had poutine.
Yeah.
I grew up in Miami Beach, like in Hollywood, Florida. So I don't know where the Canadian side is coming from, but maybe there's something I don't know.
Oh, it's so great. So great. What else? You guys got anything else?
What's the next event you're going to be at? Sorry. Go ahead, Russ.
I have one quick story. Alex, I had the fortune of meeting the team in Pittsburgh, and I don't know if have you guys ever seen Rick and Morty? Rick walks and he just like is walking and just slaps together a robot. Michael Mon that works for he was like, oh yeah, he's having a conversation with me and then built a robot while he was talking to me. Crazy people that work there are so crazy smart. All you guys.
The Pittsburgh office was super fun.
That was just funny. I never seen anything
everywhere
like that.
and like wires and stuff, and it was just a crazy time.
So I got one quick question for Will. What's your office like? Is there literally just robot parts and like video game consoles and Bing bag chairs and all kinds of stuff just like lying around, or what's the office atmosphere?
We do have one single beanbag chair.
I knew it.
We have a bunch of robots. I bought these one of my first purchase for the company were these old delivery robots from some defunct company in San Francisco.
Nice.
Because we wanted to get the LiDARs on top that were cheaper than buying the whole robot. And so
now we have these like fun old like delivery robots you can just ride around out on the streets. It's like actually a tremendous amount of fun. And they go pretty fast. And they were incredibly overbuilt for what they were. So it probably explains why they're in our office now and not operational. So
that's great.
But no, it's an awesome spot. Just everyone working under one roof. Just a lot of cool engineers, solutions engineers, people on the commercial and go-to-market side and operation side, and lots of monitors and people talking about things that I have no idea what they're talking about. So
that means they're doing good things.
They're doing something
That's
good.
Awesome.
So it's just a really cool spot and space, and just great place to be in.
Hold on. He said cool engineers. Isn't that like an oxymoron or something like that?
Whatever.
They exist. I promise. You got to come here and come visit,
Sounds like the Haight Ashbury of technology.
Yes. That is awesome. That is awesome.
Will, did you have one last question?
What was I going to say?
Oh, I'm sure.
Alex, is there a hardware component to Mach9, or is it strictly desktop or software based?
So we're purely software based now, but we started the company building mobile laser scanners and integrations with other sensors and building a lot of SLAM systems. And that taught us a lot about kind of mapping and accuracy and like some of the needs in the surveying and mapping space. And then, that brought us into feature extraction and making things happen there.
So cool. Amazing. Good stuff.
So I guess we don't need to ask him the hardware versus software question.
No.
But
let's not waste our time with that one.
The name of the company is Mach9 Robotics Incorporated. So the hardware still persists somewhere. So
all right. Well, you'll circle back to that when everyone has the software completely figured out, and then they need better robots to go and get better stuff.
The future is bright. There's no doubt about it.
Yes.
I'm not sure about this world.
First you get Skynet built,
and then Skynet version 2 to stop the Terminators, and then the cycle continues.
Oh my gosh. You interrupted Will. Will, did you have something?
Oh, I was just going to ask if people want to see an example of this at a show or something, what's the next stateside show you guys are going to be at?
Totally. We will be at ITS World Congress in a few weeks. And then after that, we'll be at iHeap on the DOT side, as well as at InterGeo, non-state side, and probably a few other events that I'm also missing. But those are at least the most near-term upcoming ones top of mind.
And we will see you at InterGeo.
Yes, we will.
Coming up.
Yes. We're excited for it. Well, Oktoberfest,
Oh my gosh.
And based on some recent emails, we may need to start talking about this a little more.
We should probably start planning for this.
And promoting a little bit. The show's awesome. It's in Germany. We go every year now.
Yep.
And we probably need to get some flights and hotels and that
we should
kind
do
of
that
stuff too.
Yep. We'll talk to our travel agent. which is me.
Noted.
Can we use your AI to somehow get us like a chateau or
maybe
something?
just an abandoned castle will be fine.
Yeah, we'll take that.
We'll deal with that.
We're easy.
The castle living is great. Just nice fireplace by a castle.
Yeah,
So.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Count us in. Sounds like our kind of
What
place.
a place to have a podcast episode as well. So.
Oh man.
Yeah, let's find
Let's
the
do
oldest, echoiest place we possibly can and record from there.
I would.
Yep, right on.
See no
Right
issues
on.
with that.
All right.
Awesome. Sean, you got one more?
I have two more.
Yeah, two more.
Yeah. Can I do
I
closing?
got a pee, so make it fast.
Can I do closing too? All right. Now we're starting to do a closing question. So I have two more questions.
You got it.
Closing question. If every infrastructure planner, engineer, or city official could walk away with one insight about the power of the geospatial intelligence from this conversation, something they should remember tomorrow, what would that be?
Yeah, I would say a lot of people today would think that tools like LiDAR or these reality capture technologies generate a ton of data and are just expensive to use. And I think the thing that is a core takeaway is these are actually technologies that are going to drive so much efficiency in so many other operations, projects that they've never touched before, and automated like geospatial like feature extraction software and automated 3D mapping software will be a solution to helping answer those questions and make those types of investments in technology and tools even more effective and productive downstream, and answer those hard questions that they didn't even know that they had in the first place, like some of the ones that you were speaking about, at least on this call. But embracing the technology versus pushing it away and thinking about doing things the traditional way. I think that that's something that we all see kind of in where we just need to be going as you know, professionals in this industry and educating our clients and our partners on where we need to go.
Love it. Love it. Close us out, buddy. You got a good one here.
One last one, and this is more personal than company, but we ask everybody this, so I don't know if you're ready or not. But Alex, do you have a mantra that you live by?
Oh, that's a really great question. Yeah, I'd say do things that matter and like do it with people that matter as well. I'd say that. Like the journey is one that's pretty exciting, but I think if you do the things that matter and like you do the things that are right, you go far together as well. So I think I said like 9 different mantras in about 2 minutes or 2 seconds.
I'm still trying to catch up over here. I'm still trying to catch up.
Ken's still looking for the key to point at. But yes. No. Actually, that's as soon as you said that, Ken and I looked at each other like, oh yeah, that's a good one.
That's a good one. Yeah. Absolutely. Hey, Alex, thank you so much for spending this time with us. Great to meet you. Great to learn more about Mach9. And man, we are going to see you in the not too distant future at Intergeo. I'm super excited to meet you in person.
I'm super looking forward to it as well. And thanks so much for having me online today.
Of course. You're welcome back anytime, Alex, as a matter of fact.
Oh, fantastic. I'll see you in Arizona next week then.
Let's do it. In studio is the best.
Sounds good.
All right. We ready, buddy?
We're ready.
All right.
Let's do it.
Let's do this. Adding value, making friends. That's what we do here at the Geoholics. If anyone would like to be a guest on a future show, shoot us an email at info@thegeoholics.com. Lincoln Park, one step closer, available everywhere. Until next time, everyone.
Got some takeaways here?
Yes. First of all, go to mach9.io.
Okay, yeah.
Do that before you do anything else.
The really smart companies are .io.
Is that what that is?
Yeah.
Good to know. You can check them out at ITS World Congress, at Intergeo as well, which we will be at.
Yes, sir.
Looking forward to it. Travel plans in the works. Embrace the technology. Do things that matter. Do things that are right. Most importantly, be safe and healthy.